guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, I am Snigdha and this is the Marigold Rose, your weekly dose of positivity. So today I will be talking to you about a very personal technique that has always helped me to cope with big emotion, to sort out things that are stressing me, to even objectively see things that I'm uncomfortable doing, my fears in life. And most importantly, it can give you some perspective, some clarity in moments of confusion when you need to keep your focus on your goals. It's called journaling, and I have been writing in my diary or my journal for the longest time. I started as a teenager. I don't clearly remember how journaling became my coping mechanism with big emotion, but I think it has something to do with writing letters to my dad. My dad was in the army and he would be posted to locations where we had no access to him. The only way to get in touch was through letters. So I remember him writing to us and us writing to him, and we were always encouraged to put our feelings and thoughts into words and sentences. And I think that's what helped me when I started journaling. Before I start and jump into this journaling video, I need to convince you why journaling is important and how it can help you. It gives you a way to connect with your authentic self. When you're connected with your authentic self, you know to have your personal boundaries. You don't overstep on others' personal boundaries, and you don't let others step onto yours. I feel that it is very important for us to see that we are more than the roles that we play in life. We are more than just a sister, a daughter, a wife, or a friend, or even the roles that we play in our professional life. And there has to be a very honest relationship with our own selves. And when you start writing and journaling and putting your thoughts onto paper, you will see that you will know yourself better. It's almost like having an internal dialogue. So the diary just acts as an outlet where you're having a conversation with your own self. This is a space of non-judgment where you can just express whatever's going through your mind. And it's as if you're talking to your best friend. The only difference is that your best friend is available to you 24/7. So the first reason why you should journal is to deal with any big and overwhelming emotion that you're going through, which needs an instant release. So you just take your pen and your diary and you start writing. And I have seen that in these moments, I write so fast that most of my journal entries are not legible, but that's the beauty of it. Feel something and you write instantly. And on another day, when you do go through your journal entry, you will see how differently you feel about the same topic, and you will see how far you've come on the emotional scale, and how this helps you release that emotion which probably would have either been suppressed or overlooked, or you might have moved on only to just leave that little pinprick inside of you. So this way you can just get the pin out, get the hurt out, and heal yourself. It's a very good way to start the healing process. Reason number 2 why you should journal is to get some clarity, to get some perspective in life, especially in moments of confusion where you feel that what is my purpose in life? What am I doing? We all go through these moments of self-doubt and questioning where we are in life and where we want to go. So when you start journaling and writing, you get more clarity, you get more perspective, and you're able to see your actions more objectively. And you start accepting things that are around you, which are beyond your control.
Okay, a fun fact that journaling actually is an ancient tradition, and it at least dates back to 10th century Japan. So scientific evidence supports that journaling provides unexpected benefits. The act of writing accesses your left brain, which is analytical and rational. While your left brain is occupied, your right brain is free to create, intuit, and feel. In sum, writing removes mental blocks and allows you to use all of your brain power to better understand yourself, others, and the world around you. Begin journaling and begin experiencing these benefits.
To start on this journey, all you need is a diary and a pen. I still find writing with a pen or even a pencil very, very cathartic. It's somehow not the same when you type on a phone or even like use a laptop. It doesn't work for me in the same way a pen does. So keep a pen and a diary handy. You don't need any fancy stuff. Once you get into the habit of writing, it gets easier from then on. Hopefully, I have convinced you to pick up a pen and a diary and start journaling. It's time to share easy, simple techniques that anybody can follow. So number one is you use your journal when you're feeling overwhelming emotion. When you want an outlet, when you need a release, you just pick up your diary and you write anything and everything that's going through your mind. Nothing is right, nothing is wrong. This is a completely non-judgmental space. Use your diary as a best friend. Go on writing, you just go with the flow. As the emotions come up, you just write them as quickly as you can to get it out. Once it's out, that emotion gets a release. It's not there in your system anymore. It gives you more perspective of how you were feeling and why you were feeling certain emotions. Another way of journaling is something very new to me. I did not use it when I was very young, and it was actually introduced to me by somebody else, and I have continued to use it, and it makes a lot of sense to me, so I stuck to it. That is, when you have an unresolved issue, a conflict with someone who's not accessible to a conversation, who's not accessible to communication, and you feel resentment and bitterness towards this person, you pick up your diary and you write. What you do is you write a letter to this person. Yes, you heard it right. You write a letter to this person. In that context, you will be able to express everything that you wanted to say. Sometimes we're looking for validation or explaining our perspective to someone, and when we're unable to do so, it leaves us feeling hurt, unvalidated, and sometimes the resentment doesn't go away. So this is a very good way of releasing that resentment and explaining your point of view, because at the end of the day, all of us do have a conscience that we function through. We do have a measuring compass of what is right and wrong, and a lot of times something that could be right to me could not be right to you. When you write a letter to a person with whom you're experiencing a conflict, you will see that towards the end the bitterness will disappear, and you will be in a good space. So whenever this other person is ready to have a conversation, you will not come from a point of resentment and bitterness, and you would have moved onto another level. Another way of putting a journal entry in your diary is about your fears, anything and everything that makes you uncomfortable. Again, this is something completely new. When I started using my journal to describe a fearful outcome for an event very, very recently, and when you start writing your fear onto paper, you can objectively see it, and you can tell yourself to come back into the present moment, to take one day at a time. And this has really helped me to face my fears, to see what the triggers are that throw me out of my comfort zone, and somehow just accept it, to be okay with these uncomfortable situations. Another way to use your journal is for goal planning. I think I started putting in my goals really young, when I was in school, like when I was a teenager. When I started writing, I would put a list of 10 things that I wanted to do, which were on my mind, and this would usually be a list that I would put together before my summer break, and it would not mean much, but just a list of things that I thought that I would focus on in the holiday. It helps you track your progress, how far you've come, and whether you've attained your goals or not. The most important part of it is that you are able to see your goals clearly. If you see the overarching effects of journaling, it is to get to know yourself better, to connect with your thoughts and feelings on a more deeper level, and I think that's always a good thing. What do you think? Alright guys, I hope this video was useful to you, and I will see you next week with another video. Thanks for tuning in and watching this video till the end. Take care. I will see you soon. Bye bye.